The Daytona 500 on Fox is sponsored by Ask.com. Where do NASCAR fans get answers? Ask.com, the official search engine of NASCAR. By Subway, the big event is back. Any regular footlong for just $5. Subway, eat fresh. By Lipitor. By Sprint, get NASCAR Sprint Cup Mobile only from Sprint, only on the Now Network.
148 laps, 370 miles complete in the 51st Daytona 500. None of the lead lap cars came in on this caution flag, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. First, another question from Ask.com, the official search engine of NASCAR. What was the closest finish in Daytona 500 history? All you have to do is ask. Go to Ask.com for the answer. Ask.com, official search engine of NASCAR. Larry, it's been 28 laps since most of the leaders were on pit road, but no takers among the lead lap cars this time.
Well, again, I think they're watching the radar and they're watching the weather. Everyone knows regardless, even if you stopped right there, you're still going to have to make another stop, and I just think they want to run this thing out just as far as they possibly can to see what this weather is going to do.
Last thing you want to do, Larry, is pit right now.
You see the bit of rain falling. Katie Kenseth up on the pit box for husband Matt. Let's check in down at the Hollywood Hotel.
Well, Mike, 52 laps to go here. You can see the rain coming down. The 17 car, Matt Kenseth, who is in his 10th Daytona 500 race, has yet to win one of these. Didn't win a race all of last year. Just a quick recap. We've had 9 leaders, 9 lead changes. One of the leaders, Kyle Busch, who's led the most laps, 88, going 190 miles per hour early in the race. Dale Earnhardt Jr., the crowd up hollering. He led for a lap, and that was important because later Jr. had pit problems, went a lap down along with Brian Vickers, so they're both fighting for that free pass spot. Vickers trying to block him, Jr. into the back of him, and at least 10 cars, including Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Kyle Busch, wrapped up in this wreck. And Brian Vickers, who's trying to block Jr., had some comments afterwards about Jr.
It's kind of sad. I mean, you know, to wreck somebody intentionally like that in front of the entire field is really kind of dangerous. I mean, that's my biggest problem with it. But apparently he wanted a caution pretty bad.
Jeff Hammond, Chris Myers, time for an AT&T race break. Your thoughts? I asked you when I first saw that, and we heard the guys in the booth. Was that more Junior? Was that more Brian Vickers? Your thoughts?
Oh, that right there is a byproduct of the Daytona 500. I mean, when you get down this close, the weather's like it is, you've got a fast race car. You know you've got to get that lap back. Sometimes your patience run out, and I think he really felt like he'd maybe been blocked and didn't need to be blocked. So, you know, it's kind of like, I'll Junior.
All right, again, we are under caution here, but the race is official, should it be.
Yes,
We've had 3 Daytona 500 races that have been called because of rain, but it should be light enough, at least according to the forecast, we would be able to get this race in. Matt Kenseth leading Kevin Harvick. How about A.J. Allmendinger for a while? We saw Elliott Sadler leading. Here's a guy in Allmendinger in his first Daytona 500, had to race his way in, and he's been hanging in the top 5 all day.
This young man here is so impressive. All last year when he had to make races, qualifying on time, he really showed a lot of improvement. Like I said, during the offseason, looked like he was going to wind up in the 19, but now he is in the 44 car trying to basically get a ride. This is taking a look at his wife, Lynn, AJ's wife, and, you know, a big cheerleader. I mean, she told us a long time ago that AJ actually brought sexy back into NASCAR when he showed up around here, but he's an outstanding young man, outstanding driver, and I mean, again, very impressive during Speed Week so far, and hopefully he'll continue this through the rest of the year.
From Los Gatos, California, and on Valentine's Day weekend. All right, sexy is good for racing. Jeff's picks for today's AT&T fastest pit crew are Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon, Carl Edwards. Don't forget to vote for the AT&T fastest and most valuable pit crew of the year from your AT&T phone. Text the pit crew's car number to 2258, and you can vote. So far, that's what Jeff is thinking. And under a caution here, with Matt Kenseth leading Kevin Harvick and 52 laps to go in the Great American Race.
Get ready. Ready. Green.
Ole, 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 ole. What's up?
All clear, still clear.
We're not out running them speed-wise, but we're out handling everybody.
Hey, this is fun. This is the Daytona 500.
Welcome back to Daytona. 49 laps to go. We're under caution. Bit of a sprinkle. And the jet dryer still running, trying to keep some heat in the racetrack. Get it dried off so we can resume the Daytona 500. There is the Harley J. Earl Trophy, created by the great GM stylist and given to his friend Big Bill France. And it goes to the winner. You'll see that presentation as part of the Lipitor post-race show, along with highlights from the race and analysis of what happened in the 51st annual Daytona 500. That trophy, created every year, weighs 54 pounds. John Liebeck from Omaha is the sculptor, and the car on the top of the trophy, the Firebird 1, one of the great GM styling cars created by Harley Earl.
You know, we still have 48 laps to go, and we're going to get this race restarted. We're going to work as hard as we can, NASCAR. But there's a lot of things happening with the car that's leading this race right now, Matt Kenseth. One is with that man right there, Jack Roush, the owner of this 17 car. He's been an owner in Sprint Cup since 1988. He started Roush Racing, which is now Roush Fenway, with Mark Martin as a single car team. All the races he's won, 113 races, he's never won a Daytona 500. Matt Kenseth went winless last year. They made a crew chief change over the offseason. A rookie crew chief sitting on the pit box right now, Drew Blickensderfer. There you see him right there. This is Drew right here. That's Ron Hornaday from the Camping World Truck Series, his son-in-law. Drew has been in the Nationwide Series, and here he is in his first race as a Sprint Cup Series crew chief, leading the Daytona 500 with Matt Kenseth.
Today's Sprint Monster mobile moment was the big crash on lap 125. Brian Vickers trying to stay in the free pass position. Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to take it away. Lots of contact, and in the melee, Vickers spins up and into the 18 of Kyle Busch, taking the race's dominant car out of the show and to the garage.
A lot of good race cars out with that wreck right there.
A light rain continues to fall, and the track dryers are out being overworked. We're going to try to get this race back underway.